What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin price, and it seems like we already met the target here just below the 69k of this inverse head and shoulder that we were talking about. The neckline here, super important, 64k range, absolutely smashed out of it, met the target already from this inverse head and shoulder. Now we got a second target. Are we going to reach it anytime soon? This target is from this symmetrical triangle here. Are we going to have a massive pullback and continue to the upside, or are we going to go and continue to the upside from here? Now, this is something we're going to discuss. And I'm also going to take a look at Chainlink, ready to make an explosive move, guys. And Chainlink will be breaking all-time highs in the next coming weeks, and I'll show you why in this episode. And Algorand is looking to make also that explosive move. So make sure to stay tuned, guys. Let's dive in. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin, crypto, and I also do live streams to connect with the community. I'll be doing a live stream today, so make sure to subscribe. Not financial advisor, don't buy or sell anything that I say. Okay, guys, straight into Bitcoin, keeping it simple, all right? We did have some pretty decent volume, okay, from this resistance breakout of the $64,000 range, okay? Remember, we were talking about this yesterday. The volume is okay here on the 4 hourly, but if you go to the 1 hourly, you can clearly see that we did have some pretty nice candles here with some pretty nice volume going up, okay? Now, there is a possibility that we could have that pullback, right? There is a possibility because we've been pumping here for the last few days. So a nice healthy pullback, maybe to that $64,000 would be absolutely fine. Now, we are just smashing all-time highs right now. Now, you know the deal. Usually when you break a resistance, when you break a all-time high, is it going to hold our support? Well, I think in this case, if you slightly break it, okay, just by a couple of thousand after a massive pump, there is a possibility that you might go underneath this all-time high, okay? If we go up much higher than here, then I do believe so that on the retracement, there is a possibility that this could hold as resistance. But if you slightly above the last all-time high, then there is a possibility that we are going to go below it. All right, guys, just to stay a little bit cautious, be careful, guys. We have been pumping like crazy. I don't want you to get wrecked. Now, as you can see, we did meet the target here from this inverse head and shoulder. Now, the symmetrical triangle right over here is also a second target that we've been discussing. This is clearly a symmetrical triangle with these higher lows, as you can see right over here, and these lower highs, okay? Just for any new subscribers, right over there, we did smash out the resistance from the symmetrical triangle. Now we could have a pullback, right? There is a possibility. Any type of pullback, in my opinion, is a good buying opportunity. The overall trend is to the upside. I think we're going to continue pumping a little bit more, guys. So any type of scary pullback, all right, coming down to maybe 65, 64k levels is going to be an insane strong support. It has been a very strong resistance. Zooming in here on the chart, okay, let me get the RSI and the volume out of the way, right? You can see the consolidation here, consolidation there, resistance, resistance, resistance. We smashed out of this resistance. If we did, and I think it's probably unlikely that we come down here, but if we did, okay, this is the moment you want to step in, guys, because the possibilities of BTC getting a bounce from this level is 80%, I would say, just because it's been such a strong resistance and the breakout has been so strong that if we did, okay, if we get the fib levels from the low part here of the pump to the high, it is also the 62% Fibonacci retracement. So 50%, 62% Fibonacci retracement, which would be in between that $65,000 and $64,000 range, would be an insane buying opportunity if Bitcoin came all the way down here. Now, are we going to come down here? Well, maybe not. We might be consolidating sideways, guys. Overall, we do have a target here of above $72,000 from this symmetrical triangle. So there is a possibility of us going sideways here, consolidating, and then getting a massive pump. Now, guys, I want you to become very bullish if we are going to become, if we are going to trade, in between the $66,000 and $68,000 for the next 2 or 3 days. If we do consolidate around this area, I want you to become very bullish. I'll be making a video on this because this might be forming a pennant or a bull flag, okay, and the likelihood of breaking resistance and continue to the upside is going to be very high. But we'll discuss this on the live streams or in any other video update. Now let's jump into Chainlink, because Chainlink are looking, guys, I'm not even going to get any indicators out over here because As you can see, we did have the massive crash here from May into the summer all the way till July. And we are forming, there is a major resistance at $36 here on Chainlink. We've been talking about this resistance for weeks now, okay? Ever since we touched it right over there. So we are creating higher lows very, very nicely. This is buying, this is demand, buying pressure, going up, making higher lows every single time. We're having a massive barrier at the $36 just there. We are just retesting it right now. Are we going to smash it from here? I do not know, but if we do start smashing it, guys, this is the moment you want to go long on Link, okay, on Chainlink. The overall direction is going to be here to the all-time high in the next coming weeks. There's no doubt about that. I've seen these bullish setups before, and this is a huge ascending triangle after a massive crash, consolidation, ready to go to the moon, guys. I've seen it before. The chances of this going to all-time highs in the next coming weeks, I would say it's around about 80-85%. So, and us coming back down to below this lower high, below the $20, is about 20%. Very, very rarely this is going to do this. Most likely it is going to continue to the upside, guys, because of this massive bullish setup, this ascending triangle. Do you want to know the target? We talked about this on one of our live streams. It's getting the back here. The projected move from the breakout of the $36 of Chainlink would be taking us just below the $60, around that $55-$60 range, okay? Breaking all-time highs, and you know the deal. If we hit all-time highs and break it and consolidate, it is very, very likely we are going to continue to the upside. Now, we could take the Fibonacci levels, all right, from the high to the low and check out the 1.6, okay, and the 2.6 Fibonacci levels for potential targets. We know the deal. When crypto assets break the all-time high, from the all-time high to the low part, once you break it, you like to hit those fib levels, right? So I'm going to give you two price targets, okay, very realistic ones for Chainlink in the next coming month. That's the 1.6 right over here at $76 and the 2.6 at the $115. We could expect those price targets in the next coming months for Chainlink after breaking all-time high. Only if we break all-time high, guys. Remember, for experienced traders, Bybit is my favorite swing trading platform. You get $3,500 depending on what you deposit by using my link in the description. And on PrimeXBT is my favorite day trading platform. You get 50% added to your deposit by using my link and Bitcoinsensus50 as the promotion code. Right, let's take a look at Algorand, because Algorand is looking absolutely great, guys. Look at Algorand. We talked about Algorand before being, the $1.60 is going to be a massive support, guys. Very unlikely we are going to dip below this range. Why do you think so? Because it's been such a strong resistance to break right over here. As you can see in the past, this was in February, back in April, also in May, we created this massive resistance on top of the 160, 170 range, okay? Well, this is where I have this red box. And as soon as we smashed it right over here, breaking the all-time high with some massive volume, guys. The volume is so important here on Algorand, breaking this 160, 170 range. Check out this, guys. Massive volume. Look at the consolidation right over there with hardly any volume, guys, on top of that 160, 170 range all-time high here from the past in the summer. So it is looking extremely bullish. But where are the targets? Where are we going to go? It might be your question. Well, as soon as we break this massive resistance, also, we are creating a massive ascending triangle, guys. This is a beautiful ascending triangle. Check out the resistance levels here, round about that $2.10. We are hitting it every single time. The more times we hit it, the more it's going to get weakened. Now, as you can see, we are hitting here also this ascending trend from these higher lows. This is a massive ascending triangle that needs to be broken before the end of November. Very, very likely it is going to be broken in the next few days, maybe in a week or so, because these patterns usually break at 70% of the actual pattern trend. You never usually get to the 90%, 100% of the pattern, right? So as soon as we break here for Algorand, the resistance at the $2.10, I'm going to give you an insane price target here for for Algorand. This is the projected move. This would be smashing all-time highs right over here at the $2.50 range, hitting that $2.60, okay? And you know the deal, same thing as Chainlink. As soon as you break all-time high, the sky is the limit for Algorand in the next coming months, okay? This is the one of the targets that could happen in the next coming weeks. But if we take the fib levels from the high to the low, as soon as you smash all-time high, these are potential targets for Algorand. And this right over here, the $3.20 and the $4.27, okay, in the next coming months, okay, for Algorand. So also looking very, very bullish Algorand. As soon as we smash all-time high, sky is the limit, guys. We got those fib targets. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website, guys. We've got the latest news and technical analysis. The link is down below in the description. If you haven't seen my Bybit in my Prime XBT tutorial to learn how to trade on those platforms, video on the screen. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you later.